1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check. I shouldn't be muted now. Come on, man. All right. Give me 1 second. Jesus Christ. All right. So today, I'm interested in hearing what Sam has to say. I'm interested in seeing if Andrew is actually going to ask him, you know, the hard hitting questions. Today will tell me a lot about what or how mainstream media is controlling the narrative. Seriously. Today will definitely show me where we stand with mainstream media. Because obviously, we've all been able to sit back and watch as mainstream media has been able to go ahead and control the narrative, um, and sway attention away from Sam and Caroline, um, make them look like angels while shitting on everybody else that means something within this industry, that has done something, that has built something and done it the right way, legitimately. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know what time that goes on. I think let me see. What time does that? Somebody in the chat probably knows. You guys are probably you probably have like 3 screens up for this shit. I also know that it's going to be broadcasted live, so you can catch the live interview. I'll be streaming live. I think it's from CNBC, but if anybody knows the time, I'll go ahead and state it here. I don't even fucking know that. I don't even know what time it is right now. David uses Twitter on. Yes, I use light mode. I Anybody who uses dark mode is suspect to me, man. If you use dark mode, you are extremely sucks. Like I don't understand how you see anything. Like every time that I use dark mode on any of my applications, like I feel blind. Like as soon as I'm done with it, I feel super blind. Like I don't. I have to readjust readjust my eyes, squint a few times, and put some eye drops in. Like I don't trust anybody on dark mode. Don't trust anybody. Um, I just got a DM and it states that 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sam will be talking with, or excuse me, Andrew from CNBC and from all his sponsored or partnered banks will be interviewing Sam. Let's see if Sam shows up. I think Sam's going to show up just because he's doing this whole press tour right now. Um, and looks like he wants to do more press within the crypto space than he does with mainstream media, which is kind of weird. So it kind of like psychs you out. But I think he wants to do a lot of these podcasts within the industry, within the industry, just because I think he does want to win everybody back. He has stated that he is looking to pay back all the FTX users. I don't know how when he states that he only has 100 grand in his bank account, which is to me is complete bullshit. But okay, whatever. Let's go with that. I guess let's run it. By the way, I was just informed by Jessica. Jessica states that your ass will have to go ahead and register to go ahead and see this event with the New York Times, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna make you fucking pay. I'm not tongue tied. I'm never tongue tied. Rocky, come on, man. You know better than that. Me, tongue tied. I can talk for fucking 5 days straight without breathing. Also, excuse me, It is now, again, a DM has been sent to me stating that you don't have to pay, you just have to register. Just have to register. Just have to register. Also, it's very nice to see that the market is reacting well. The market is green. Everybody is celebrating like we've just won the world championship. Like the United States just won the World Cup. That is the feeling right now in crypto. We went up 4% yesterday. The total market went up 3 to 4%, and we are celebrating like the United States of America has just won the World Cup against Portugal or Brazil. Literally, like we have people going crazy in the streets right now from crypto, running butt naked outside, celebrating like we have literally come back from the dead. Listen, you know what? I'm happy to see everybody happy. How about that? Market goes up literally goes up 1%, and people are just taking the pants off, running around, streaking and shit. Can we have a couple of days of this moving? Can we just have a couple of days of the market moving before we start celebrating and jinxing everything? Because I'm sure as fuck that right now everybody's gonna get naked, butt naked, start celebrating, and then somebody's gonna tell us that they're going into fucking bankruptcy. I'm just fucking waiting for it. At this, and you know what? I'm so numb that it won't even phase me. It won't fucking phase me at all. Like if somebody calls me up and says, "Yo, Dave, have you heard this breaking news?" I'm like, "What?" "Oh shit, Binance has gone down." I'm be like, "Okay." Slowly that fucking song from Sarah McLachlan will creep in. In the arms of an angel, fly with me. Kiel Patterson is not here today, so that gives me the ability to actually speak. I don't like to argue. I really don't like to argue. Why is everybody DMing me about stop? First of all, I'm a phenomenal singer. I am a phenomenal singer. I will say one thing about myself is that uh, some some have asked me multiple times to go ahead and maybe just maybe sing opera. But okay, going back to some real shit here. All right. Did anybody watch the video also of BitBoy going at it with some I I don't know who it was, some woman interrupts a whole panel in Miami. There are a bunch of I don't know who influencers were that was sitting up there, but she interrupts everybody as they're speaking, and she just starts fucking ranting away. And yet, it comes to find out, she does the same. Like she goes ahead and charges people to go ahead and promote their projects. So it's really like I was like scratching my head. I'm like, what's happening here? And yes, she's screaming at BitBoy. BitBoy's like, he's up there for 15 minutes, just like you see his veins popping out as he's talking. He's not taking a breath. The rest of I started laughing because the rest of the influencers, they're like, yo, I flew in from Nebraska to Miami. I'm sitting here watching this shit. Like, I thought I was gonna talk. Like, did anybody see this shit? Like, I'm talking about the long version of this. Like, everybody's like sitting there trying to like, you know, Marin, Marin the fortune teller, the horoscope thing, the woman, shout outs to her. She's sitting up there. She's about to go ahead and give you a whole breakdown of events of when the stars and the moons collapse, type of shit is going to affect the crypto market. And here, this woman, you know, stands up and kills the entire program. If anybody saw Marin, Marin was ready. She was ready to drop jewels. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to go ahead and hear. I was actually waiting to hear Marin go ahead and drop some jewels and tell me, yo, when the next eclipse comes and Jupiter surrounds Mars, and then the Sagittarius flies in with the, like, I was waiting for that. No, no, we had to have a behemoth join, join, join in and make her opinions known and start screaming. Jesus. Like, you would think that somebody there who is running that goddamn show would have put an end to it. And they invited me to go out there? Fuck that. I'm gonna sit up there and watch somebody go ahead and scream like that? The fuck is happening? You got a problem with somebody? You got a problem with somebody? Take them outside. Also, another bitch move that I saw, another bitch ass move that I saw yesterday was some guy named, what's his fucking name? Guy named, I think it was like decentralized land or some shit. I don't know. It's not decentralized land. It's like degenerate land, some shit like that. Okay, this dude apparently begged Big Boy to take a picture. That's not coming from Big Boy. That's coming from this girl that was interviewing Big Boy. Forgot her name. Starts with a zero. No, 0X or some shit like that. He begs Big Boy for a picture and then puts it online and trolls him. First of all, it states that he's from New York. So on behalf of all New Yorkers, we have waived this man, and we are not expecting any future considerations. So yes, he is not a part of New York. New Yorkers do not act like that. If a New Yorker wants to go ahead and tell you something, they will tell you. They will spit in your face. They will do something. But that shit, that's not a New Yorker. That's a fucking Karen. Okay? That's a bitch. Yes, that's right. I said it. And I'm in New York. So if you want to see me, come see me. I'll roll up on you as well. I want all of it. All right? You're a bitch. And that goes for anybody. Like, you pull up that kind of move on anybody, you want to act friendly, you want to go ahead and talk like, oh, I love you, can't wait, I want to shake your hand, doing great things in the space. Then you take a picture and then you come on to Twitter and you post it. You're trying to get clout. Well, you got clout. You got my foot up your ass also. And it's not me protecting Big Boy. This can go for anybody. Anybody within this space. You want to go ahead and shake people's hands. You want to act like you're cool with somebody. And then you pull up on Twitter, post the picture, and then you write some little fucking bullshit on there just to go ahead and get yourself some clout. Fuck you. And first of all, you're definitely not a part of New York. You're lying. You're not from New York, New York. You are from New Jersey. Only bitches from New Jersey or maybe Connecticut would pull some shit like that. And that I would have to go ahead and sit back and think about, because I don't even think somebody from New Jersey or Connecticut would pull a stunt like that. Tri-state area. And yes, I do selfies. I've done selfies with not fans, but with people that have come up to me and said, "Hey Dave, appreciate your work. So long been following you. It's great if we can go ahead and take a picture." I've never seen some douchebag put up my picture and say, "Ha ha, got him." Cuz I'd roll up on his ass and fucking shove my foot up his ass, cuz that shit ain't happening. That shit ain't happening, man. Yo, I got shit for telling people about CZ, right? So CZ takes pictures with everybody. God bless that guy. He fucking takes pictures with everybody. And then you have these clowns, like I said it. And I don't know, I'm not going to name projects, because every time I name a project, it's like, David, you're promoting something. So I didn't name a project in my last tweet when I mentioned about CZ taking pictures with people. And these people are going out, putting out tweets about, yo, our project and CZ are going to take it to the next level. Motherfucker, CZ don't even know who you are. Okay? CZ don't even know who you are. You should be happy you got a picture taken with CZ, an industry leader, thought leader. And just, if you want to promote your project, there's ways to go about it. But you go ahead and hug CZ, you give him a shirt, and you make him hold it up, and then you talk about he's a part of your project. or future listings, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. I will not put a dime into your project. Your project smells. Your project smells like you just ran a marathon, you just played basketball with no socks on, and then you took off your shoes. That's what it smells like. Purified ass. I also don't understand all this drama about Elon. I'm going to keep this short with Elon because this is what I wanted to say yesterday, but I was so tired. I was so tired that I couldn't really get it out. I really couldn't get it out. Relax, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you're thinking about when I say get it out. I'm just saying I couldn't get out my words because I was trying to, but I couldn't. It was very difficult. It was very difficult. I base my judgment on people based on facts. I don't base my judgment on shit based on my personal feelings. If I was to base everything on personal feelings, I'd unfollow every single motherfucker I follow currently and I'd block everybody if it's based on personal feelings. But I base it on fact. And the fact is, I do not believe Elon Musk is racist. I don't believe he's a bigot. He has done nothing to go ahead and uh, at least there's nothing on paper that states that. And from my perspective, he doesn't give me that vibe. I've said it. He's a troll. He is one of the greatest trolls in the history of social media. Respect to him. And if there's an award to be given out, he should receive it year after year after year because that man knows how to go ahead and troll. But you can't. I don't understand how you can hate somebody that has given you a platform now that he spent $44 billion on to go ahead and give you the right, not the right, the ability to go ahead and speak. Speak and say whatever you want as long as it doesn't cross the line. I don't see the problem with it. The man has been successful. And for anybody who's a content creator and is looking to build content, you should be happy. You should be excited. Because if he is able to integrate things like YouTube, and I'm talking about Twitter's own YouTube type of platform setup, if he's able to integrate payments peer to peer and integrate, I don't know, cryptocurrency. Obviously, I think Doge is going to be the first cryptocurrency that he will go ahead and allow people to go ahead and use and transact with. These are good things. These are good things, especially for people building a brand or building a business, whether it's personal or not. Like these are fantastic things. Everybody's opinion matters. It does. It does. That's it. And if you don't like it here, don't stay on Twitter. Why is everybody wasting? I see so many people. They're so triggered. They're so angry. Why are you letting this affect your life? It's not that serious. It really isn't that serious. I log off and I don't think about Elon. Like there's no thoughts about Elon. When I'm on Twitter, I'm not thinking about Elon. I'm thinking about how can I create really good content that people will resonate with? What can I do to provide information that will help people out in the space? So like these are the topics that I'm thinking about. How do I build my business to be more efficient? How do we become the number one media company in the crypto space and outside of it? Like these are the thoughts that I have in my head. I don't have Elon's balls in my mouth. I don't. But I will say that I am able to now speak without walking on eggshells. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. Okay? And Apple, let me tell you something about Apple. Yes, I love Apple. I love the iPhone. I love this Omega watch. I love this watch. This watch is great. I train and I work out. Those are two different things. Working out and training, two different things, right? I do both and I use this watch and it is incredible. It's incredible. And it lasts us for 3 days without me having to charge. 3 days, I don't have to charge it. The products, look, I got this. I got a Mac. I got a Mac Pro. Okay? I got a Mac Pro. I got the iMac 27-inch. Okay, I feel like Richard Hart right now. I got an iPhone. I got something else that I'm forgetting about. I probably got something else Apple, but that's because the feel, the way it's been marketed, the way they put it together, it feels right. I like using this stuff. I like using Apple. I like using Apple products. I hate Windows. I hate Windows 95, XP, 2005. I don't know what it is called. What's Windows called right now? What is it called? I don't even know. I don't like Samsung. I've used the Samsung Note 5 years ago. Okay? I've used it. It was terrible. It was terrible. I hated it. The only good thing about it was the camera. Okay, people want to say that Samsung comes out with their features 3 years after Apple announces these features that they come out. Okay, fine. But Apple, to me, it feels like Apple, when Apple brings out their products, they're so much better. But oh yeah, earpods. There you go, earpods. I use these when I'm working out. Use the earpods. I use earpods when I work out. But Apple needs to recognize that they do have a monopoly on the game, and they cannot start throwing people off the platform just because they don't agree with them. And this is really all starting with, Apple is a big corporation. They got, I'm sure, you know, that entire staff, their entire company is super diverse. People don't like what Elon's doing. I just don't understand why is everybody so triggered about somebody having an opinion? They're triggered because he has an opinion and he's allowing other people to express their opinion, the people that you've muted. Shit, what the fuck? I think this is Apple muting me. We live in a very sensitive society, a very sensitive society. You cannot say something without somebody getting triggered or being sensitive. I don't really care about, and this is like I'm able to speak a little bit today, and this is nothing against the Keel, but I get to speak. It's not a Democratic or a Republican thing. Like I don't view things from a Democratic or a Republican standpoint. I think both sides have good things about them, and then they have terrible, horrific things. Along with independents and libertarians, whatever you want to fucking classify. My thing is, all I care about, I want the government to work for the people. We are the people. So the government should be working for us to make sure that our lives are easier. And I want to have the ability to speak freely. You are allowed to express yourself. Since when has it? uh, I don't understand. Like it's like only one side can go ahead and speak. One side is allowed to speak, and if you are going to speak and say anything that is different than the side that's talking, it's like, yo, let's eliminate you. And that's not right. That's not right. You can't grow. You can't grow if that's how it is. How the fuck do you grow if you're surrounded by people? Let's say this entire room was filled with people that just agree with me. That sucked. That would really suck. But I have people in this room that literally don't agree with me on anything, and it's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. I learn more. I learn more. 10:18 a.m. on the East Coast. Nobody cares about the West. Um, thank you for tuning in to. Hold on one second. Jesus Christ. Oh, God bless America, land that I love. I think I think that I think that we're close to bottom. I really do believe that. By the way, I believe that we are close to bottom here. I think 15.5, 15.6, whatever it was, I think that was bottom. I know everybody is rooting rooting to see us go to 10, maybe because you want to pick up, maybe you want to go ahead and pick up something for cheaper. And I get it, but I think we're here. I really do believe that we are here. And if we were to go down a little bit more, great, but it's not, I don't believe it's life changing. I really don't believe it's life changing. By the way, by the way, Apple Card. I got the Apple Card. Got the Apple Card. Just saying. I feel like I'm promoting Apple today. Got that Apple Card. I feel like I'm shilling Apple today. So 1 second. All right. Yeah, listen, it's okay. I'm fine with anybody who decides to use my card. I just had to do something really important. Um, my bad. All right, back to it. I was just I was buying shit. Yeah, I look, uh, the bottom to me, I think what right there. I said what I said on my tweet. I'm gonna start buying, and I'm gonna start. And if it goes down, I'm a DCA. That's it. I have liquidity that I saved on the sidelines for for a moment like this. Oh my god, that's a fucking song. Today is like fucking songs coming out of my mouth. But like moments like this, I saved up liquidity on the sideline, the last of it, to go ahead and just empty it out. Empty it out. And I'm going listen, Bitcoin, Ethereum, obviously. Coinbase, by the way, Coinbase taking off XRP. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Taking it off the taking XRP off of the Coinbase wallet. Come on. Come on. Really? Really? I like Coinbase. They're an OG, but come on, man. Come on. Shame on you. XLM. Like, come on. Also, I saw this. I saw something very interesting, which I wanted to touch on. CZ, somebody posted it up that CZ and Binance control 70% of the market. And people feel that's bad. Okay, great. You feel that that's bad? Then fucking build an exchange and take on CZ. That's your simple, that's your solution. Okay? Write this down on your forehead. So every time that you look into the mirror, you can see this message. Maybe it'll hit you. If you don't like what CZ is doing, then start your own exchange and go compete with them. If you don't like it. Because if I'm in CZ's position, I'm going to take out the entire market. How about that? I want to own the market. That's simple. He's a business man, as Jay-Z would say. I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman, and that's what CZ's doing. I don't see you bitches flying around to every country and meeting with somebody. I didn't see you motherfuckers shaking hands with the PM of fucking Georgia. Was it you shaking hands with the PM, Prime Minister of Georgia? No. And I'm talking about Georgia, the country, not the fucking state. I know a lot of you guys dropped out in 6th grade. I understand. And geography might not be your best thing here, but I don't see you guys flying around making deals. He is. He is. You guys are like excited to go ahead and see him fail. They're like excited. Fucking guys flying around. How many of you guys would get off your fucking couch and fly around the way he's flying around? None. Zero. So you're gonna start putting stats out there? You're gonna put stats out there stating, oh, CZ, look what he's doing. He's taking over the market. No, he is working to build his platform. He's working to build his product. And as he's building, people want to build with him. So that's the chain reaction that's happening. You don't see KuCoin flying around all across the place meeting with anybody. Okay? You don't see that. You don't see all these exchanges that are out there. They ain't flying around meeting with nobody. Even Coinbase. Who the fuck is Coinbase meeting with? Nobody. So what are you giving him shit for? If people are so content on sitting on their asses and thinking that everybody's just gonna come to them and they're not gonna work for it, yo, just don't get mad. Don't get mad when CZ owns 90% share of the entire market. Is it healthy? Listen, it's not healthy. It's not healthy, but there's nobody else that's doing what CZ's doing. So stop fucking hating. And I ain't a CZ fanboy either. Like y'all know, I ain't a fanboy of nobody. But I will give credit what credit is due. You can't deny the man's hustle, man. Every single day when I wake up and I log on to Twitter, I have his feed and he is in a new location, which is phenomenal. Like you in a sense, like forget about Binance the exchange. He's opening up doors for crypto in general. So like maybe if I wanted to move to fucking I don't know, maybe if I wanted to move to Georgia, now Georgia is super crypto friendly and I can go ahead and build a protocol if I decided to do so one day. But that right there, the opportunity that has been given to me will be given to me by CZ because he opened the door by going over to Georgia and talking with the prime minister and the people that go ahead and come up with the rules out there. Simple. I don't know. Like this shouldn't be really hard to explain. This shouldn't like I shouldn't be explaining this shit to people. Like you should understand. Like this is normal. This is how things work. Like if you have a business, you want to go ahead and make sure that your business is everywhere. Like you don't stop at a certain point and lay back and think that things are gonna come to you. Like that's stupid. Admire somebody's hustle. The man worked in McDonald's. Okay. Let me just tell you something. For anybody who's going to say that CZ came from money, well, let me go ahead and say this. CZ worked in McDonald's, bro. And that's nothing against McDonald's, but CZ worked in McDonald's. If that can inspire you to go ahead and leave your comfort zone and build something and do something that's incredible, yo, I don't like you think things were handed to CZ? No. And yes, you know what? I'll say this in business. Once you get yourself into a certain level in business, things are a little bit easier for you. The paths are a lot, the paths are open for you. Were the same paths open for CZ back in 2017? No. Are they open for him now? Yes. That's because everybody wants to work with Binance because they see what kind of behemoth it is and what it is becoming. Do not think for 1 second that Binance probably, yo, honestly, if I give anybody a chance to take over for OpenSea when it comes to NFTs, I think it's Binance. Give Binance some time. Watch. They're either going to buy OpenSea or they're going to make Binance NFT the place to go ahead and be to go ahead and get your next NFT from. I'm telling you. I don't know how people just like, yo, give credit. Give credit. You don't have to like somebody, but give credit. Give credit where credit is due. Sam Bankman does not have $100,000 in. Well, you know what? He might have $100,000 in just one bank account, but he has more than $100,000 to his name. It is impossible that this man only has $100,000. Did I ever work at? By the way, just to answer a question here, somebody's asking me. Have I ever worked in a fast food joint? No, but I did apply to work at Hooters and I was turned down. I was very upset. Very upset. Wanted to work at Hooters. Obviously, because Hooters, the food is incredible. And I always dreamed as a kid to work at Hooters, and that dream was crushed. That dream, the dream was crushed. Dream was crushed. Hooters. Do they even have Hooters? Like, is that even a thing, or no? Or am I? Wow, that's a sexist remark. I don't have the rack. Have you seen my rack? 10:33 a.m. on the east. I think it's like 7:33 on the west. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 97. 3 episodes away from 100. I never thought. First of all, Uh, I never thought 20 episodes would happen, but I guess we're here. Uh, Salute to everybody, and thank you very much to those that tuned in and have continued to tune in and that promote the breakdown. I appreciate it. I guess there's something that's said here that out of the 3 hours of screaming, there's one thing that's taken away from this, and that's maybe not to scream. Sponsored by Expector, also Unstoppable Domains. Shout out to Liz from Unstoppable Domains. Um, if it wasn't for Liz, we probably wouldn't be with Unstoppable Domains. So shout out to you. I'm keeping it real because that's how I am. I'm blunt about it. Uh, Liz is uh Liz is on her game, man. Unstoppable Domains needs to go ahead and give her a fucking a really good raise. And I'm not just talking about like a $3 per hour kind of raise. I'm talking about a really good raise. There are people there are people in companies that you have to make sure that you keep them because they are assets and they will do everything possible to keep partnerships and to keep that brand out there. And that's exactly what Liz did. So shout outs to Liz again. I love giving people props, especially the people that have worked their asses off and that don't get the recognition that they deserve. So again, Liz is, I think she's out there in Miami. Go say hi to her and go get yourself a domain from Unstoppable Domains. We got the link, I think, on the website gokhshtein and go get yourself some fucking hoodies, bro. It's cold outside. It's like 30 degrees out here in the Northeast, bro. If you are from the Northeast or you live in Canada, go get yourself a fucking hoodie. And I'm sure fucking Florida is like 24 degrees or will be 24 degrees out there by fucking climate change. Anyway, Gokhshtein Media powers this fucking phenomenal program. My name is David Gokhshtein. I basically just now, for the last hour and a half, endorsed Apple, showed you every Apple product that I have. Um, but I do feel like the monopoly is crazy. If they throw Twitter off, if they do take Twitter off the App Store, that shit's gonna be crazy. Like you'll still be able to use Twitter, but we won't. Shut to all my Apple heads. We will not be able to upgrade the application if they come out with updates, and we're gonna be super screwed. Like imagine, like in my case, I still don't have a soundboard. I don't understand why I don't have a soundboard. Why does everybody else have a soundboard and I don't? This is some fucked up shit. It really is. Everybody has a fucking soundboard and I don't. It's not fair. It's not right. I'm fucking complaining. I would like to speak to your manager. I'd like to speak to your manager. I'm not paying for Twitter Blue. Actually, I am paying. I'm going to pay for Twitter Blue. Because I said I want to support Elon's platform, so I will go ahead and do it. Let me just go ahead real quick. Um, People don't know the link. People don't know how to get onto YouTube, so I'm going to send it out. I would think that you guys stay online all damn day. I think that you would know how to. Man, I got to babysit all you bitches. Look at this. You make me stop the program to do this shit. Unreal. I want to speak about one subject about the Sam, about Sam being interviewed and stuff. All right, cool. So link is on top. Anybody who wants to chime in, on what you call it, on YouTube, you can go ahead and join. The link is provided up top. All right, so cool. So BitBoy went ahead and announced. I'm going to tell you the mistakes that people make in this industry. Okay, and hopefully, if you happen to get a company or create a company, you will go ahead and not make the same mistake. So, as a young man, shout outs to my dad. God rest him. God rest his soul. My dad always taught me move in silence. Don't put your shit out there. Just don't. Like if you're doing something, keep it to yourself until it's ready to come out, right? So BitBoy announces that he's finally secured, um he's finally locked down Sam for an interview. All right, cool. Everybody's excited. The next day Mario comes out and he says, "Guess who I got on?" You played your hand wrong because you put it out there. You're basically stating to everybody that Sam is talking to people. So now his DMs are open. People are shooting him DMs. I want to interview. I want to interview. I want to interview you. And Mario now gets that interview, and now people are like, "Well, Big Boy deserves it." So here's what I'm gonna say: if you're having a conversation, if you're building something, you don't say it to people. You don't put it out there. It's a stupid move. It really is. It's a really dumb move. Second, I want to say this. It's not about who gets the interview first also. It's about who's actually going to ask the questions that are going to keep me listening to the interview and come away with it learning something and not having me come away from it going onto social media and bitching about it. Because if you're going to bring Sam in and all you're going to do is ask him soft questions, softball questions, just to make sure he doesn't leave the program, then that's not an interview. That's a circle jerk. I've actually, I'll have news on this. How about that? I won't even say it. I'll have news on this, but I have a timeline that will tell you that I've done things without saying them out loud because I don't need to go until it's done. I don't need to go ahead and start talking about it. You imagine if I put out the business of G Media out there, our game plan, our roadmap. You don't think CoinDesk and Cointelegraph would look into it? Of course they would. They would take the model that I'm building and they would try to go ahead and build it themselves. Whether or not they can build it is a different story, but they would go ahead and take the blueprint and try to build it. Why would I do that? It's healthy competition, but it's not, hey, I'm going to give away everything that I have to the competition. There's a difference. You want an interview. You want an interview. I'm going to repeat myself again. We want an interview. Hi, Miss Teen Crypto on YouTube. Just saying hello. Just don't want you to feel like you're being ignored. Um, Keep your shit to yourself until it's ready. That would be my advice. Our our space, I want to speak about it also. Our space is really toxic. Yo, should I really dive into something that I really want to talk about? Hold on. Let me hold on. All right. All right. I don't know if this gets me in trouble. I don't know if this gets me in trouble. But okay. Number 1. Mm. I want to say it so bad. I want to say it so bad. I want to say it so bad. Oh man. Okay, hold back. All right, I'm holding back because if I say it, then it's gonna I'm gonna have fucking 3 weeks of fucking back and forth. I ain't gonna say it. It is what it is. No, Vanessa, I never censor myself. I don't. But there's sometimes you just like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Because people will be like, oh, might be envious. Absolutely not. Zero. Actually, fuck it. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Fucking David's on one. So I appreciate all the women in the space. All the women that go out there, because you know how I feel about women. I think the women in this space just allow us to mature. Allow this space, they contribute to the growth of this space. I've said this multiple times. I've been saying this since like fucking forever. Because men, you know how we are. We want to pull our pants down and we want to have a fucking sword fight. And say who's bigger. That's how we do things. There are now a few women in this space that don't care about this space, that act like they do care about this space, and that are clout chasing. So if I say something, for instance, I actually grew up around things that I've actually seen. I didn't go to private school. I went to public school. Shout out to all the public schools. If you don't know about pizza with chocolate milk, you ain't about that life. Again, if you grew up getting pizza, okay, and the pizza was marinara sauce with cheese on top of a hero, chocolate milk. I've lived this life. I come from a diverse background. I lived this. I've seen it. All cultures. We've talked, we spoke. Like right now, when people say, oh my God, people are woke to this, New Yorkers have been woke to this, or at least I've been woke to this for a very long time. So I can speak on behalf of all New Yorkers. We have always been woke to all this shit. You're not saying anything that is shocking to a New Yorker. Just want to let you guys know. And by the way, Florida is essentially at this point in time is fucking. It needs to be renamed like New York Light. Whatever the case. Leah, you ran into my DMs for help. When you started talking that talk, you ran into my DMs asking for help. And I'm not going to go word for word on that shit, but without hesitation, without a single hesitation, I called every single person possible to help you in your current situation. Every single person. Every single person. But that's because That's who I am. I didn't have to do any of that. Hold on. I didn't have to do any of that, Leia. I didn't have to do anything. Here's where I'm upset. Well, I'm not actually upset because I was taught that you know, if you don't expect anything, you'll never be disappointed. So I hope everybody writes that down. If you don't actually expect something, you'll never be disappointed. Bitcoin, Bitcoin 2022. My my entire staff is out there. Every single thought leader sits down with Gokhshtein Media to go ahead and get an interview. Kevin O'Leary, Aubrey, a ton of people. You guys can go into YouTube and look at it. Ton of people. Sit down. Michael Saylor. I can name names. I can keep naming names like thought leaders within this space sat down. I reached out to you. Hey, would you like to go ahead and sit down? You made an excuse, said you're not there even though you were. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just going through the difference between me and you and a lot of people as well. I got a similar platform. You reached out for help. You reached out for help, and I got people to go ahead and try to assist you with the help that you needed. You couldn't stop thanking me. It's okay. Don't thank me. We're all a part of this community. So we're just trying to help. So I understand that the crypto market has gone to shit. So now you're talking about, now you're putting out things that don't even fit you. They literally don't fit you. Like when you tweet about them, they don't even fit you. When you talk about, I mean, you guys can just go to the timeline. Like when you say some of these things, it doesn't come off natural. Okay, that's just my opinion. Can be my individual opinion. You claim to be a Bitcoin maxi, yet, and you shit on a lot of tokens. Yet, you were sponsored by a lot of the tokens you shit on. How's that work? Maybe no longer, but if you replay back your podcast, you were sponsored with a lot of those same shit tokens that you talk about. Don't care. Don't care. You unfollowed me. You went ahead and unfollowed me. For what reason? What was the reason that you unfollowed me? I'm not crying about it either. You did me a favor. You did me a favor, trust me. Yeah, yeah, I'm not hurt. Not I just wanted to get it out there. You unfollowed me, the same person you ran into and you DM'd to go ahead and help you. You went ahead and unfollowed me. When my staff reached out to you before the unfollow and everything, reached out to you to try to get an interview with you, then I try to get an interview with you, you wouldn't do it. You didn't even have the audacity to go ahead and answer back. And now you go on to these rants talking about what is this? Hold on. Let's go to one of your rants here. Let's go on to one of your rants. And I know how you work the system too. You'll write something about Bitcoin, one or two, three tweets about Bitcoin, and then you go in with something like the same media that vilified unvaccinated people for protesting the right to their own body is the same media championing the anti lockdown freedom protesters in China. MSM is nothing more than a propaganda machine and should never be trusted. Another tweet from you. Being a wife and a mother over being a boss bitch. How would you know? Here's another thing. What do you think the biggest scam is we're forced to believe? I'll start. Feminism. It doesn't come off natural. There's one Andrew Tate. Let that be. Be you. That's all. Be you. Because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit you. You probably went to private school. You haven't seen this life. I told you I wasn't gonna hold back. I didn't say nothing bad either. I wouldn't slander anybody. But when I go ahead and say that, you know what? I might not want to go ahead and use pronouns. That's that's real. But that's from having multiple discussions with people in the real world and not on social media. People that are actually available to have a conversation about these topics. I am an 80s baby. I keep on trying to express this. An 80s baby can talk this way. I'm gonna explain why somebody from the 80s, I'm not talking about being racist either. I'm talking about somebody from the 80s can talk this way because we grew up differently. We were taught differently. When I was handed a book in my science class, it said men and women. That's it. It's not from my household. It doesn't come from the household. It's the educational system. I think I don't understand why nobody actually talks about this. If you went to public school, I'm not going to even bring in Catholic school or private school. I'm going to just talk about public school in general, where I think public school would be way more open to everything than a private school. I went to public school, and this is what you were taught. So it's hard to recondition yourself to what's happening now. So that doesn't mean that you're a bigot or you're a racist. It just means that you can't grasp what is being stated to you now. And I've had plenty of these conversations, plenty of them, with people from all walks of life, and they agree. If you continue to force this narrative down people's throats, I'm telling you, there will be more hatred than we have now. Stop forcing it. Allow people to go ahead and understand it. That's different. If you allow an individual to understand what's happening, they're more likely to understand it. When you force these things upon somebody, that's where the hatred comes in. When you shut down my platform and you don't allow me to speak, that's where anger comes in. That's where I don't want to hear about your shit. And I can care less about it and your viewpoints. That's where these people start developing and being created. When we were growing up, Christopher Columbus was a hero. When I was growing up, Christopher Columbus, being that I was born in 1981 and I started school in 1985, Christopher Columbus was taught to us that he was a hero and he discovered America. Fast forward to 2022, I can sit here now and say that Christopher Columbus accidentally smacked into America and fucking destroyed the people that lived on it. But public school taught me otherwise. Public school taught me to celebrate Christopher Columbus and his accomplishments. And I learned about the three ships. And I did artwork for them. When you used to come in with posters and now with your iPads. The Nina, the Pint, and the Santa Marina. I can name the ships. Come on, Hector. Come on, Hector. All I'm saying, all I'm saying is I grew up I grew up in a very, very diverse neighborhood in an area where we saw everything. We saw everything. So none of the things that are being said right now are shocking at all. It's also cool to be a good human being. So be good. Don't be sensational. Stop seeking that and just be you. That's where I ended with her. It is 11:04 a.m. on the east, 8:04 on the west. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 97, where David does not give a fuck. Thank you, Elon, allowing me to express myself again without fear of being cut off. I'm still actually shocked that we're still on air with YouTube with the amount of shit that I've said lately. Sponsored by Expector, sponsored by Unstoppable Domains, powered by Gokhshtein Media. Thank you very much for everybody who's tuned in onto Twitter Spaces and also onto YouTube. The chat always on fire. All you guys always battling each other. Um, Crypto is special. So you have. I was looking. I didn't really tune into the YouTube or to the commentary, but Mark Moss said that there will never be a bull run again. He said there will be never be a bull run again. It's over with. Oh, the only thing that will go up is Bitcoin, but everything else will never go up again or some shit like that, right? And every single time somebody says that, the opposite happens. The next bull run will make the last bull run, look like a complete fucking joke. The next bull run, I'm gonna repeat it again, will make the last bull run look like a complete fucking joke. A complete joke. I hope I hope that our entire space finally comes together because it's super necessary right now for people to come together. Yet, every single time I look at who is going on to mainstream media, it is Bitcoin maxis, and Bitcoin maxis are sitting there and talking about the destruction of everything besides Bitcoin. Your narrative is stale, your narrative is old. You guys still don't understand that people put value on assets. So if everybody, let's say in this room right now and on YouTube, were to come to a consensus and say that I think, or we believe, or we want, excuse me, for XLM to become the peer to peer cryptocurrency that we use globally to make transactions with, then that's what it's going to be. It's not going to be what you want. It's not going to be the narrative that you're driving all over social media and on mainstream news. It will be what the people want. Just like people put value into Bitcoin, they will go ahead and put value into what they want. There is a reason why people love Supreme. I have no clue why people love Supreme. I don't have anything from Supreme. Honestly, I don't rock things from Supreme. If you had asked me about Ferragamos, we can have a conversation. You asked me about Supreme, I don't know why people wait in fucking lines and camp out outside of a Supreme store to get a shirt that says Supreme on it. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But what I do know is that if somebody, people, a group of people went ahead and put value on Supreme. They thought Supreme, or they still believe that Supreme has dope shit, and Supreme is something that you wait outside in rain, sleet, and snow to go ahead and get. That's it. That simple. And you can go ahead, go blue in the face, Standing out, first of all, none of you motherfuckers would actually tell anybody to their face about anything because we saw that made a mention of BitBoy earlier today, where some guy took a picture with BitBoy, was so happy, begged BitBoy for a picture, and then goes onto Twitter, Degenerate Land, that was his name, I guess, or handle, posted the picture, and he, basically disrespects BitBoy, but that shit backfired on him because he looks like a total asshole. No longer is he a part of New York. Please take the New York location out of your Twitter profile. We'd appreciate it as a unofficially elected. Yo, he's not in New York, man. My guy over there is not a New Yorker. But if you went and tried to tell somebody outside waiting, camping to get a shirt for a Supreme shirt that they should not get it, they would laugh at you. There's nothing that you can do. So value, right? Value. It's what people put value into. Stop forcing people into getting Bitcoin. Stop. Stop forcing people to get Bitcoin. Start educating people on why Bitcoin is what it is and why you feel that way instead of pushing people into buying it. You're no better than the people that promote these fucking ENU tokens that have been created 2 minutes ago and they try to pitch it as the best thing that has ever been created. You're no better. You're no better. You should be fighting. You should be fighting to see that Congress in the United States passes rules that allows innovators to create in the United States of America and not go elsewhere. Because now, with CZ essentially traveling to every country and doing the dirty work, there will be countries that will put together rules to allow innovators to go to their country to innovate. That's it. Simple as that. NFTs. I love when anybody says that NFTs are dead. They're not dead. NFTs are not dead. The technology is phenomenal. For anybody who says that NFTs are dead, you're talking about pictures. Let's talk about the tech. Let's talk about the technology that they bring to the ball game. And let's not talk about the pictures. The pictures were the start of it. The pictures were to get your attention. Everything else we haven't even tapped into yet. And I say this because I've stated it before. I had Audi come up to me and tell me how they want to integrate NFTs into their company, into their community, into their products. Audi, which is owned by Volkswagen, which is a multi-billion-dollar business. Nike's not stupid. Adidas is not stupid. So it's not just about pictures. The picture part of it is great, but NFTs are not dead. The technology itself is not dead. Properly is super confident about the use of NFT technology. The real estate game is going to change. Titling transfers are going to change. Wait times are going to change. It's going to save people money. But we don't talk about that because we're too busy harping on the bad. We don't have people that sit back. I don't want to say we don't have people. We have, I'm sure we do have people that look at it from this standpoint. Okay, NFT market, it blasted off. What's the positives that came out from all this shit? You have people that sit down and write it down and say, okay, this was a positive, this was a huge negative. These are the things that you're supposed to go ahead and talk about. Our space is beautiful. I left a high paying six-figure job. Guaranteed six figures. Guaranteed high. I'm talking about high, not low, high. Left it because I wanted to be uncomfortable. I wanted to create G Media. So I left it. And I also believed in this space. I believed that the tech in this space, I just believed everything that this space had to offer. And I might have taken the long route here because some of my counterparts that were here in this space when I was here in this space, they created tokens like Tron. Tron raised $65 million in its opening to get Tron out there. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I should have gone that route. I didn't. I chose to build a media company. I said that CoinDesk and Cointelegraph to me are boring. They don't give me the information that I'm looking for, and they don't vibe with me the way that I would want somebody to vibe with me in this space. So I said, "Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and start a media company." And I'm going to leave a high-paying six-figure job to go ahead and do so. People said that you are a fucking idiot when I was doing it. They called me a fucking idiot and said that I've lost my fucking mind to go ahead and start a media company in a new niche space that is not guaranteed to work. Okay. I'll always have a job to go back to, right? I can always go back to doing what I was doing before. But I said, fuck that. I'm going to take the long road too. I ain't taking those shortcuts. I'm going to go long. I'm going to go the long route. My whole thing is this space is special. This is a special space. You're able to create. You could do things that maybe, just maybe, you thought that you weren't going to have the opportunity to ever do again. Just because nobody thought, like, when the dot coms hit, that was a once in a lifetime opportunity to go ahead and just do something that's really crazy. And then the whole obviously our banking institutions let us down. Our Lehman Brothers and all them cocksuckers, excuse my language, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel right now. They let us down, and Bitcoin was created. Bitcoin was created. And that gave us all an opportunity to finally wake up and see the system for what it is. This system that has you in handcuffs, has you shackled, and has you working for somebody to purchase their new Lamborghini of the week. And that is the truth. Obviously, anybody who comes in here right now, you will be early to the game and you will have the opportunity to be a multimillionaire if you play your cards right. Absolutely. You will have the opportunity to be a multimillionaire in this space if you build correctly, if you have some sort of vision, if you have some sort of goals, if you have some sort of game plan, and you surround yourself with the right people, you will in fact be a multimillionaire. I have no doubt about that. I can say that with super confidence. With the people that I've met in this space, I know for a fact You guys are super talented and you could do whatever you want. But it's all about stepping out of your comfort zone and doing that and giving it a shot. Here's a one thing that I'll disagree with Hector on. Hector says millionaire of what? So, Hector, you have built a $1 million business, I'm sure, in crypto, in this very space. So, I will use you as an example. Simple as that. You can say that you started your business outside of crypto, but ultimately your business now participates in crypto. So you have built your business within the crypto industry. Easy as that. And that's fine. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. And if you invested into, and then let's say it's not the business, let's say you invested early and you believed in Bitcoin, then, and you held, then you're a millionaire as it is. So either way, the crypto industry has given you an opportunity to live and create and put you in the position that you're currently in. So there should be no argument. You should just sit back right now, sip on your lemon water, and appreciate what I'm saying. And there's many people in this room, whether it's in the chat or whether it's in the spaces, that have the same opportunity to do what you did. If you believe in the space and you believe in the technology, and if you believe in our innovators, that people that sit here and they work tirelessly to go ahead and innovate, you'll be okay. I really do believe millionaires were made on the last bull run. Millionaires were made in the last bull run. Whether you took out your millions, that's on you. Whether you took out the profit that you made is on you. But millionaires were made in the last run, and nobody can deny that. And that run will be a joke compared to the run that's coming. This run will be 5 times the run that we had last time. I would not be surprised if we hit $10 trillion as a market cap. That's good and dandy. Let's say we hit $7 to $10 trillion on the next run. Are you positioned? Are you or have you positioned yourself? Have you positioned yourself to go ahead and participate in this whole generational wealth transfer? That's the question you need to go ahead and ask yourself. Not people on social media. You need to go to the bathroom right now and look at the mirror and ask yourself, have I positioned myself to be successful on the next run? That's it. Have I researched undervalued cryptocurrencies with real utilities, with real partnerships? Am I in them? Or am I in, or am I chasing smart contracts that were created 3.5 minutes ago that only pay out to the people that are in first and leave first while you get left holding the bag? Leo's in here. Leo, why haven't you created something for the car industry that ties into blockchain? Why haven't you created something? Your knowledge about automotive is stellar. Why haven't you created something? You haven't created anything. What you have done is you've chased every fucking derivative known to man. And if you calculate that money that you spent, and this is real talk, Leo, if you went ahead and calculated that money that you went ahead and spent on derivatives, you could have actually positioned yourself into potentially having $1 million worth of assets. And that is the truth. But not just you, Leo. There are tons of people just like you that are consistently chasing something because they don't have a game plan set in stone. So when somebody like me says you can make millions of dollars in this space, the people that are chasing don't believe it because they've been wrecked chasing green candles. Even myself, I'm going to tell you right now, even myself on the last run, I went ahead and took some of my liquidity and chased myself off of a cliff. I chased myself off of a cliff because of a mistake that I made, because that's who I am. I overthink at times a mistake. I don't let it go. I don't. You need to learn how to not be emotionally attached when you win or lose. You need to know how to not be emotionally attached to shit. So what happens is, to me personally, I was so attached to not getting into Shiba Inu. I was so fucked up in my head that I had DMs the day that Shiba Inu was created. People DMing me saying, get in, get in, get in. And I didn't get in. And what did I do? I started chasing the next Shiba Inu. When the smart decision would have been continuing to do what I always have done: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, just because we know XRP is a player, Ripple is a player in this game. I should have continued to go into projects with legitimate use cases, and I failed at that. At that point in time, I failed to do that. I chased, and what happened? I ended up just like you, loss, at a loss. And if you would ask anybody about the way I go about things, and you would show them what I did for a month, they would be like, was he smoking crack? Was he smoking crack when all of this was happening? It's 11:28 a.m. on the East Coast, 7:28 on the, or is it 8:28 on the West? Excuse me. You tuned in to the Breakdown, episode 97, sponsored by Unstoppable Domains, sponsored by Expector, powered by Gokhshtein Media. I said what I said today. I said what I said. I don't take shit back. I don't care how anybody feels, makes you uncomfortable. It is what it is. It is what it is. So to recap, yeah, it is macro. It is what it is. I said what I said about Leia, and I don't take it back. I think there are better women in this space than Leia. That's it. Like that's what you left in my mouth today. That's all. I expressed it. I'm not telling anybody not to follow her. Guys, that your decisions should be made because you want to go ahead and participate in something, not because somebody tells you not to. Hector is sitting in the chat and saying, "Don't DCA into scams." So why do you let people DCA into BSV? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you're going to go ahead and say everything's a scam, then I don't give a fuck about the block size either. To recap today's day, um, there's it is perfectly fine to have an opinion, and for you to have an opinion that does not cross the line, it is super healthy, super healthy, and I'm happy that Elon Musk has provided a platform for a lot of people here to express themselves. Because without these conversations, we don't grow. Apple needs to do a better job with its monopoly. You don't hurt Elon Musk, you hurt individuals like myself and others who are creating brands and that use Twitter to go and express themselves. So, shame on you if you go ahead and take Twitter off your app store. What else do we fucking speak about? Oh, Sam will be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sam will be speaking with Andrew about I don't know what the fuck they're gonna speak about. They might be fucking speaking about how do you play Uno? Who knows? If you are going to say sensational stuff, make sure that you've lived it. I'm gonna repeat this again. If you if you are going to talk out of your ass, make sure that you live that life. Because you haven't lived it, don't talk about it. If you grew up in a white area full of straight people, there is no way that you can comprehend anything in this world right now. Do more learning than more talking. 2 ears, one mouth is what you've been blessed with. Use it. 2 ears, one mouth. Sit down. Understand it. But from the other side, don't force it. Don't force it onto people. Do not force your agenda onto somebody else. Because if you do that, then I'm going to force you to go ahead and call me a penguin. I will force you to call me a penguin. I will ask you to call me a cat or a goldfish. And you will look at me and say that I have no understanding of, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck David's talking about. But it's simple. Do not force me to say something that I'm not comfortable with saying yet. Allow me to learn it. Allow me to learn it. And if I accept it, then I accept it. If I don't, I don't, but it still does not make me a racist or a bigot or phobic of anything. These are the things that I want to go ahead and lay out, because these are the things that I truly believe that we all think about these things, but we are scared to say them because we might get ridiculed, we might be trolled, chased off, ripped apart. But these are the conversations that it's okay. It's okay to go ahead and talk about these things. That doesn't mean you dislike anybody or you hate somebody. It doesn't, none of that. Kayla says, "What if your agenda is bringing opportunity to everybody?" God bless. God bless. We need more people. We need more educators in this space. We need more educators in this space. There's no doubt about it. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. Let me take off. By the way, a lot of training last night. A lot. I worked out probably 3 hours. It's up to. I'm slowly being. I went from an hour and a half to 3 hours, and my body is like it. This workout training. Obviously, the Sparta event. I'm going to do the Sparta event and the Ironman event, and it takes a toll on you. It does take a toll on you. I want to. I'm going to go overtime here because I really I'm feeling passionate about this. Um, we need more. We need more people educating rather than debating. How do we give our educators a platform? How do we go and give them this pedestal for them to preach knowledge to the masses that have come into this industry? Because currently the crowd that comes in, that people ask for education, right? So you have people that ask for education, that scream for it. Yet when there are educators that come in and want to go ahead and provide that for you, you don't listen to them. You rather listen or tune in to a show with a bunch of people yelling and screaming and trolling and shit posting. So what is it that we want? What is it that we really really want? Like, this is real talk. Like, I'm asking, like, what do we really want? Because we say that we want education, we say we want our leaders to step up, and when our educators and our leaders do step up, you ignore them because you rather click follow on a woman who is putting her breast out there in her PFP and taking photographs essentially undressed and telling you about a Bitcoin chart rather than following somebody who is prepared to drop gems for you and steer you into the right direction. So, what is it exactly that you want? You can't yell. You can't yell and scream that we need leaders and educators to step up, but then you go follow Amy 14536 who's showing you her cleavage and then, showing you her exercise routine and then followed up by 3 Bitcoin charts and 1 Ethereum chart. Which one is it? Do you know how much time you know how much time people put into this? Like I want sit back. Do you know how much time, like, the effort to just get up in the morning and set up the microphone, the lights, the camera, YouTube, spaces. You know how much time it takes every single day to do this? Do you know how much time and effort it takes for somebody to open up spaces and educate you or try to drop knowledge there for others to help people that are just entered this space? You know how much energy it takes to go ahead and do these things? A lot. It's a lot. To hold spaces, to deal with different personalities, to be trolled for educating, for people to slander somebody on an anonymous account. You guys don't understand what these people who are sincere about their approach are trying to do for you. I don't know how much you appreciate it. And I don't give a shit about myself. I'm not the best educator out there. I know my stuff. Don't get me wrong. I know my stuff. I study my ass off. I really study my ass off. And if I go on Twitter and I'm just tweeting around and just like, on Twitter, like I'll just say things because I'm thinking out loud about them. And that's what Twitter's for. It's like, you're thinking out loud. Let me just tweet about it. Let me see if everybody else feels the same way. It's one of those things. When I'm on Twitter, I'm like, okay, like I think Dogecoin might go ahead and hit this because Elon and Vitalik's on the Dogecoin Foundation. Okay, let me, and it's that's the tweet. That's really, I'm not doing novels on here. What I'm saying is, when does the community finally get away from following following people that bring nothing to the table and appreciating people that do their research on a nightly basis and then come on to help you at no cost? No cost. Anybody who anybody who goes out there and educates and speaks their mind, I appreciate. And I know that you're working hard. Do not stop. Do not stop. Do not stop. Know that this is not the right now. Let me explain something to you guys. This is not the fast track to success, what we are doing. For my fellow educators, this is not the fast track for success. The fast track for success is to put out is to do what the moon Carl is doing. You want instant gratification, do what the moon Carl is doing. Say Bitcoin to the moon, put a rocket ship emoji next to that tweet, and you will get the engagement that you are looking for if you are seeking to shortcut the system. I'm just letting you guys know. If you want to go ahead and get that engagement, you want to be known, go ahead and make sure that you are shilling the biggest communities and you are saying that something's going to the moon, show off a Bugatti, because of course material things always attract a human being because it's just human nature for us to go ahead and look at something that is aesthetically nice. Eye candy. That's why you have guys giving up 5 Bitcoin to some random woman or man probably who has a PFP of a woman half naked taking your 5 Bitcoin because they have now come out with a course that will go ahead and turn your 5 Bitcoin into 10. The moon calls. All these guys, enjoy them. Enjoy them. If you're looking for engagement, enjoy them. Educators, if you're looking to go ahead and get your shit out there and you are tired of taking this long route, go ahead. But just know that you have people that follow you for the right reasons. And you have people that follow you because you are doing things the right way. And they want to learn from you and how you did it. They like your education. They like what you present. It is 11:48 on the east, 8:48 on the west. This is the breakdown extended 97, episode 97. We talked about a lot of stuff here today. I think I hope somebody took something away from this. I hope somebody took something away from this. If one person takes something away from this, it's great. I've always said this. I don't need this. I never wanted this, but I saw in my early days that this was super necessary because we didn't have this. We didn't have these outlets to help onboard people into this space. So I will do everything possible to I want to be a part of the solution. How about that? I want to be a part of the solution that helps take crypto to the next level. And I know I can do that. And I'm more than happy to participate with everybody else. That's why my DMs are always open. And that's why I try to answer everybody. Because I know that feeling. I know the feeling of reaching out into somebody's DMs and saying hi, and I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you, and not getting an answer back. Just remember who made you. The people put value in you. You might have good content, but the people ultimately decided to go ahead and give you the platform. On that note, I hope I hope this is the end of all the bankruptcies that we've gone through in this industry. I hope FTX was the last of it. I don't know what position FTX has put us into. I still believe it was a Trojan horse and it was set up by people who don't want to see regular people like ourselves succeed. Because when crypto first came out, they obviously, believed that this was nothing but a joke, that it would go away. And I believe we hit a point to where they understood that this was serious and they missed the boat and they did everything possible to go ahead and try to finish us off. So I really hope that we recover. We will recover, but I hope we come back stronger, more united as a community like it was back then 10 years ago, where we all worked together for a common goal. This tribalism has to go. We have to get rid of it because this is not a sporting event. This is real life. This is an opportunity that we were all seeking and we finally got it. So now, why not work together to go ahead and maintain it and build off of it and bring more people into it? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be this hard. We have enough people trying to take us down. We have enough people trying to take us down. Whether it's agencies, whether it's you have enough people trying to go ahead and take us down. You might as well, whether you like somebody or not, you might as well start seeing eye to eye and work with each other to go ahead and level this shit up. Thank you all for joining me today. Um, Tomorrow's December 1st. December 1st. We shall see what December brings us. Will December be a month of green candles? We shall see. Will everything play out like it did last time? Because usually 18 months before the halving, you start seeing the market go up for the obviously when I say market for crypto, we shall see. We shall see. And we shall see now. I'm going to put up a vote. Should I continue to wear the black suits or should I go ahead and start wearing blue suits for the month of December? I don't know yet. I like the black theme suits. I feel kind of like John Wick, a younger version of John Wick. I know you can't believe 41 can look this good. I get it. Thank you to my sponsors, Expector. Shout out to Expector. Phenomenal platform. Probably the franchise of the XRPL protocol. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to Unstoppable Domains. Shout outs to Gokhshtein Media for not throwing me out. Appreciate that. And shout outs to the entire community for continuing to support myself and the Gokhshtein Media staff. I appreciate you guys very much. Um, just know that we have good intentions. And on that note, my name's David Gokhshtein, and you've tuned in to the Breakdown, episode 97. Tomorrow's, I think, tomorrow's Thursday. I forgot the dates, but tomorrow's Thursday, episode 98. We'll be probably touching on Sam's interview with the New York Times panel. So on that note, get ready, get prepared. I'm sure Akil will be back. I'm out.